Yeah.
So we're back, ladies and gentlemen, for part 2 here. Finish up our Dynamite review. So we were at the semi-main event, which was the Women's Championship. On the line, Thunder Rosa defending against Marina Shafir. I feel like we hadn't seen that much Thunder Rosa lately.
She's been busy doing a lot of promotions and stuff. I follow her on Instagram and stuff, and she's been keeping busy.
Yeah, I get, they when we don't see some wrestlers some weeks, they hopefully are keeping busy. I mean, remember we were looking for Wheeler Yuta, the guy, he was actually in New Japan for
That's
a
true.
while.
For the Junior X Championship.
That's
Super
it. Which
tournament.
is cool. Yeah. I think that they should send more guys to New Japan. With the roster they have, they could send guys everywhere.
Yeah, the Impact sent Ace Austin also with the Impact title, so that was pretty cool too.
There's some Impact Wrestling news. Ace Austin has joined the Bullet Club.
The Bullet Club, yeah. 2 members of Impact. Well, actually 4 members if you count the Good Brothers. The Good Brothers, Chris Bay and Ace Austin, are now all members of official members of Jay White's Bullet Club. This is Jay White's version. A lot of people have been complaining, oh, everybody's got a Bullet Club. Everybody's the Bullet Club, just like the NWO. It's a bunch of nobodies. It's because what they don't understand is not everybody's Bullet Club. They've kicked a bunch of people out over the last few years, and Jay White is basically rebuilding his version of the Bullet Club.
And people have always said that about the Bullet Club. The Bullet Club will always be like that.
Exactly.
They'll always be adding many people. I bet at Forbidden Door they add like 9 people to the Bullet Club.
I bet at the Forbidden Door they add at least 2 guys from AEW.
For sure. 9 is obviously a joke, but 2 is like almost a conservative guess.
Because AEW has no members in the Bullet Club.
No.
So, you know what I mean? I would see that as like a probability of happening. Somebody's
for sure. We'll see the Elite maybe reunite with the Bullet Club. We don't know, but
I would love if it would be Adam Page.
Adam Page. I mean,
wasn't he a member of the Bullet Club?
He was, yeah, he was. He was the Hangman. That's when he became the Hangman.
So I would see Jay White going more towards him.
Yeah, there's a lot of ex-members that could show up.
That could show up. That could be the one that betrays the others and actually joins the Bullet Club. But Hangman would be the best one, man. He would be in my opinion, would be the most unexpected one.
Yeah, and they could build something around him and build him back up because he's got to stay a top guy after that title run,
Exactly. Yeah. So back to the Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, Thunder Rosa picks up the win. What did you think of this match?
I like Maria Shafir, but she needs to work on her ring move. Like when you're wrestling a wrestling match is different from being MMA, judo, mat skills. She has amazing mat skills. If they go to the ground, her submission, her flipping around and submission moves and all of that is on par. Running the ropes, you never see her run the ropes. You never see, you know what I'm saying? These are the things that you would think, what the fuck is she working on when doesn't have a match on TV? Like, these are the basics. Learn to run the ropes.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. She looks a little inexperienced in general. Like, it's a problem with a lot of AEW women's roster, unfortunately.
Because they're not hiring legit, like they hire half of the girls on their roster are legit women wrestlers, and the other half they do exactly what the WWE does. They take Olympic wrestling stars, and then they are MMA stars, and they throw them in the ring way too early. You need at least a year's training. And I'm even talking about Paige Van Zandt. Like, Van Zandt is awesome. She looks like $1 million, man. Learn to run the ropes. Learn to move around the ring. They don't know how to move around the ring. They don't They're
very similar, I would say.
Exactly.
They have come about, and it's a bit early for her to get a title shot, I would say. Here, I didn't feel like that. I never felt like she was going to win this match.
No, ever. And the fact that they made her turn at the end, it was like, okay, but what for? Why would you want to put your champion in a feud with somebody super green like that?
That's it.
Like
Already, we've
it,
seen the match. Already, we don't really care. It didn't go that well. Why are we have to see this again now?
you know what I'm saying? Like, let her disappear off TV for 2 months.
She
Let her
should be in Ring
learn.
of Honor. If there was Ring of Honor, that's where she should be.
Exactly. She should be learning right now. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Like the basics. She doesn't know the basics.
That's
So
it, exactly. Like as much as you have a name out there already, yeah, you could do some stuff really well, but you can't do. You have to be able to at least do everything at least good, and then
exactly.
do at least some stuff very good. So yeah, it was kind of not the best semi-main event, but Thunder Rosa is still awesome character. It's good
Oh,
to see
she's just
her.
awesome. She's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's it. And then we get to our main event, which was a great wrestling match. Really great
What
wrestling match. John
it
Moxley versus Kyle O'Reilly. The winner gets to go to Forbidden Door to try to become interim champion. I mean, it was just O'Reilly, he's heel, but he didn't really wrestle that heelish in this match. It was really more of a straightforward
was a
ass
straightforward
kicking
shoot
match.
fight. Yeah, it was a straightforward shoot fight. Like at one point, I was like, "This is a very violent match," and I don't mean violent in the sense that for a match to be violent, it doesn't have to be a hardcore with
No,
barbed wire.
no.
Just the striking
Yeah,
in the match,
like stiff strikes.
stiff strikes. Like you could totally tell they were popping each other in the face for real. Like not a closed fist punch, but that was some forearms and elbows going straight to the face, man. Like Moxley was bleeding at one point. Like
Yeah, yeah,
these
that's it.
guys,
Hard
these two
hitting.
hard hitting. These two are come from a school of hard knocks of wrestling to where they're like, okay, tonight we're just gonna get a few licks in. Like, are you ready? Yeah, let's do this.
It's
And
the
then they
main
just go.
event. We're on Dynamite.
I slept. At one point, he was choking out O'Reilly, and O'Reilly was getting choked out for real. And you saw him pinch his. Did you see
Like,
him
hey,
pinch
hey,
his?
hey, calm down,
Yeah,
buddy.
like he pinched Moxley's elbow. Like that's too much. That's too much. Like at one point he was fucking. I was like, yo,
Cinching
he's
up
got.
on him.
He really had him in a chokehold. I was like, he has him in a chokehold right now.
It's good to
So,
see Moxley in a singles match. I mean, we've seen him more in tag matches since he's come back from his
so is that
alcohol
what they
abuse
meant?
issues.
So is that what they meant when they said Moxley's mad tonight? Is it because he's mad because Danielson's injured? Is that what's made him mad? What's made him mad? Why is he mad?
Yeah, they're like he's particularly mad tonight. I don't know
Is it
what
the
they were
Jericho
referring to.
Appreciation Society? Oh yo, we missed the Eddie Kingston interview, which was pretty damn good. They gave me a minute. I don't need a minute, and he would like, hey, stop counting me down. I know this
Yeah, he
seeming's
grabs the guy counting him down, brings him into the
yeah,
shot.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
Eddie
was
Kingston, he only gets like a 1 minute interview, but he makes the most of his time, of
that
course.
was a great 1 minute interview. So that was probably the best promo of the night, actually, if you ask me. Like hands down, that was probably the best promo.
Yeah,
So
Eddie
yeah.
Kingston, yeah, he's a star. He's a really great star. He's a guy WWE never, I'm sure they never even would have taken a look at this guy.
Well, I know he came to NXT and they told him to leave. So
That's lame. See?
well, they probably based it on what he looks like.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
here comes an indie wrestling cockmouth fucking badass who probably is gonna tell us what we should do instead of listening to what we tell him to do. So take your bags and go home, sir. We're not interested.
Yeah. No, that's
Pretty
it.
much.
But I mean, you see, this guy is money. I'm sure like fans everywhere are getting to really enjoy Eddie Kingston. It's great that the guy's making big money. He's not just on the indies like he was for so long,
For too long. For too long. For too long. So
So
yes.
Moxley picks up the win,
So it's
and
gonna be Moxley against Cole. Is that what it is at the Forbidden Door for the world
it's gonna
title?
be Moxley against the winner of Tanahashi and another guy. That's gonna be
And
happening in
Cole.
Japan.
Is it Cole going against Tanahashi? No?
No, Cole wants to go against because Moxley's going for the AEW title. Cole wants to go for the New Japan title. So Cole is trying to take on Okada. But so is Page. So it's going to be maybe Cole against Page against Okada, or Cole and Page have to settle that somehow before.
Okay, Tanahashi was supposed to take on Punk.
Yeah, exactly. It was supposed to be Tanahashi
But now
Punk.
Punk's injured, so then
Yeah.
it's going to be Moxley against Tanahashi for the world title, I guess.
Exactly, for the
So
interim world title.
Tanahashi might actually be the AEW interim world champion.
Yeah, he could be. And then when Punk comes back, that would be great. That would be a really great surprise if they actually make Tanahashi win it instead of Moxley. And just because Punk's not going to be gone that long, they could have him be there a couple weeks.
I mean, it's been done. It hasn't been done often. How many times have they put a title on a Japanese wrestler from another federation? ECW did it with Tanaka.
ECW did do it. Good point.
ECW did it with Tanaka. Yeah, Masato Tanaka, but he was only for like a week, and then he lost it back to Awesome. Was it to Awesome? Lost it back.
Yeah, Awesome. Yeah, they were feuding. Exactly. 1999, early 2000.
Best time.
Yeah, it was. It was great. I loved that. Loved ECW. There's nothing like ECW. WCW also did it. They put the title on Great Muta.
Yeah, on Muta. Yeah, on Gechi Muto. Yeah, that's right. And they put the US title on Sasaki, right? Kensuke
exactly.
Sasaki back in the day.
That's what I was trying to think of his name. Exactly. You remembered it. Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I think New Japan and AEW's deal is not exactly similar, but it's kind of similar to the WCW deal they had with New Japan. They're trying to make it similar to that. So who knows? Maybe we will see a New
Tanahashi with a title. That'd be nice.
It would be cool, and then we'll get to actually see Punk versus Tanahashi eventually too, which is a match that everyone wants to see.
Yeah, true that.
So it was a great episode of Dynamite. Who do you give your thumbs up of the week to?
Pac, man.
Pac, that's a good choice. Yeah, Pac definitely had a hell of a showing in this episode. I'm gonna give.
And I'd like to give props again to that Japanese kid from Stardom Wrestling, man. In that Royal Rumble, in that Battle Royal, man, he looked really good, man. He did.
He's always standing out good. Like they're really booking him well in a young boyish way.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna give my thumbs up of the week to Kyle O'Reilly.
Definitely.
Great performance.
Came off with a great pay-per-view and straight into this, man. So yeah.
That's it, exactly. He's been on fire. So yeah, WWE. I mean, it's been rough for WWE fans, but this AEW has been quite enjoyable these days.
It has been enjoyable over the last few weeks. I can say over the last few months, actually, it's been pretty.
No, that's it. It's really picked up. So we went over quite a bit of stuff this week, and we'll be back next week with more wrestling news. Probably less WWE heavy next week because there's no pay-per-views, and also because look, we tried this week and it was miserable watching all this WWE. So we're just going to avoid that. Go back to more of how we normally do.
I'd like to say though,
this
month is the month of June. We're celebrating 20 years of Impact Wrestling, whether you want to call it TNA or Impact. If you've been watching Impact the last few weeks, they've had a split screen with TNA footage and Impact footage like mixed together, which people have kind of loved, gone off the chain for. They've had a few surprise old timers come back. Like, of course, who doesn't love Shark Boy? Like Shark Boy is a
classic TNA character.
I mean, he's like your 50-year-old uncle in a wrestling suit with a beer belly, but it's still Shark Boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and now Chris Harris is back. So I'm wondering if James Storm and Chris Harris come back at the
America's
pay-per-view
Most Wanted.
at Slammiversary as America's Most Wanted. I
Yeah,
want to
so
see that.
Slammiversary is going to be the 20th anniversary, right?
Yeah,
Coming
it's
up.
going to be the 20th anniversary.
I
So
always
you know,
remember Slammiversary. I remember it like I remember the beginning days of TNA and Slammiversary always being at the end of the school year. Right?
yeah,
It's always like at the beginning of the summer, kick off the
yeah,
summer.
it's to kick off the summer. It's basically Impact's. I'd say it's Impact's WrestleMania Slammiversary.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
So
it. There's been some years where it's been a really, really big event.
yeah, and
And
they say our world change. You know how they always say for the Slammiversary slogan is always our world changes, which means basically they bring in new talent.
yeah,
You know,
and it's like a
and
new starting of a new chapter of
basically a new year. Yeah, because now Jay White's gone from Impact because he's done with the company for right now. Like not on bad terms, just because he has too many bookings with New Japan and
and
everything.
maybe
And
AEW, he might be
yeah,
starting to appear there more often.
exactly. Besides, anyway, the Bullet Club is strong in Impact. Ace Austin's there also now,
There
so
you go.
no
I
need
wonder,
for
do you
him.
think what's going to happen with Madman Fulton and Ace Austin?
I think Madman. If I was writing for Impact Wrestling, Madman Fulton joins Violent by Design.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I'm Eric Young, I make Fulton come out to do something to Josh Alexander, and I win the world title at Slammiversary. Because I love Josh Alexander. You can put the title back on him a month
Yeah.
later if you want to. Slammiversary, give the world title to the original TNA again. Let Eric Young win, but this time again by cheating. I'd bring out Fulton. Make Fulton come out of the crowd or something, get over the ring while the referee is not looking. You know, take out Alexander. Eric Young covers him, newest member of Violent by Design, Madman Fulton, who should be he should be in that clique a long time ago.
Yeah, he suits the clique.
Like he suits the clique, and he was with Eric Young in NXT in the first version of what was their name again?
That Riot team, the Riot Squad.
Sanity.
That's not what they were called.
Sanity.
Just Sanity. Sanity. Yeah.
Sanity. Yeah, he was in the original version of Sanity. Yeah. It was him until the WWE cut him because they felt he was too green or whatever at the time, you know. But yeah, perfect fit. That's what I do. The Briscoes, make them face America's Most Wanted for the world titles. Have fucking James Storm and Chris Harris come out and challenge the Briscoes. Now that would be a sick tag team match.
The old TNA versus the current.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that's how
it would be cool if they did a King of the Mountain match, but I doubt they'll ever bring that stipulation back.
No, they said they were doing one
at the pay-per-view.
Yes, and it's going to be the girls. I think it's the girls doing the King of the Mountain. It's going to be it's the Queen of the Mountain. Yes. Nice. It's the Queen of the Mountain. Yeah.
TNA it's Deanna up to be a good pay-per-view.
Deanna, it's Chelsea Green, Deanna Purrazzo, Mia Yim, the champion. What's her name? Damn, where's her name? Slipping out of my. Savannah Evans, the other big black girl that's with the champion. And who's the other one that's there? Chelsea Green. I think it's Taya Valkyrie.
Yeah, who's back in TNA?
Yeah, I think Taya Valkyrie.
Who I hope we see in AEW too. Hopefully she can.
Oh, she'll probably make an appearance. Jordan Grace also. Yeah.
There you go.
So that's So that's the Queen of the Mountain match at the 20th anniversary.
So Slammiversary definitely sounding like a good pay-per-view. Maybe we could see some other stars from TNA's past. I'd like to see Scott Steiner show up.
Oh my God, Big Papa Pump. And his calculations. If you got one chance and a 1/3 and 2/3 a chance, and you take that 2/3 and you divide it by my 75% chance, and then you say to yourself, this man went to Michigan.
That's it, exactly. He's a credit to their mathematics department.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Go Wolverines.
Yeah. So
all right,
TNA, what great stuff is happening there. It is good. We got our Quebec guys wrestling there too. PCO, Speedball Mike Bailey. Everyone should be watching that TNA. I mean, compared to WWE, you want to watch more quality.
You'd rather watch Impact
Free
Wrestling
show.
in my yeah, you would. So
That's it.
yeah, shaping up good.
So
All right.
yeah, man. So we pretty much made the rounds here this week. So ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. We'll be back next week, and keep watching wrestling and try to make it out to that show, June 10th from Anjou, Quebec, AWF. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen.